To build full body strength, one must train from the ground up. EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Welcome to Sports City, Utah, Utah's premier indoor sports facility located on 114th South in Draper, Utah. Our 80,000 square foot facility has 2 full-size turf fields, 4 full-size basketball courts, and 6 full-size volleyball courts. Here at Sports City, we have something for all ages, from youth sports camps to competitive adult leagues and so much more. So come on down to Sports City, Utah, or visit us at www.sportscityutah.com.
Don't let anything get between you and your workout.
Hey, Will.
EOS Fitness, where there's a will. To build full body strength, one must train from the ground up. EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Welcome to Sports City, Utah, Utah's premier indoor sports facility located on 114th South in Draper, Utah. Our 80,000 square foot facility has 2 full-size turf fields, 4 full-size basketball courts, and 6 full-size volleyball courts. Here at Sports City, we have something for all ages, from youth sports camps to competitive adult leagues and so much more. So come on down to Sports City, Utah, or visit us at www.sportscityutah.com.
Don't let anything get between you and your workout.
Hey, Will.
EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Testing. And we should be back, folks. Thanks so much for your patience. Tanner White with Major League Indoor Soccer. You're looking live at Sports City, Utah, here in Draper, just south of Salt Lake City. Once more, I'm Tanner White, and you're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV and the National Soccer Network. Our home side is Salt Lake City's own Utah Uprising FC. The road club is Boulder United FC Halo, hailing from where else but the Boulder, Colorado area. Join this one in progress, taking a look at a 2-1 match to the roadside. Boulder United FC Halo. Our goalkeeper matchup in this one, you see the all-time MLIS leader in saves, Brando Bustos, with 251 of them. In goal for Boulder, and for Utah, it's Mateus Lucas. Lucas wearing 12 in his kit for the home side, and Bustos will be wearing number 1. Our sides have flipped. You now see Boulder attacking left to right for this second quarter. And on the Utah side, they'll be going right to left in this quarter. You got about 12 minutes to play for this quarter. A 3-2 record for the Utah side so far. Under Coach Garrett Losey, 1-0 at home, 2-2-0 on the road here, with a plus 17 goal differential, and that's an average margin of 3.4 goals. On the Boulder side, they're 0-2 through their first 2 matchups of the year. This is the very first 2 meetings between the sides. Whistle here, shot, scored! On the Boulder side, don't look now, the road club with a 2-goal lead here at 3-1. Goal comes at 11:26 or so of the quarter. Once again, we thank you so much for pardoning our interruptions, as it were, a number of them. But now we play on. That goal was scored, it appears, by 80 Chris Reyes. Chris Reyes from Guy Lamy. Reyes came in second in the MLIS in scoring, trailing only his own teammate, Leonardo Sobrera. Sobrera with 14, Reyes with 11 coming into the day. They both find themselves, unsurprisingly, among the points leaders, too. Sobrera with 20 of them, Reyes with 16. And then looking down just outside the top 5 in the MLIS in points, Steve Yasso. Boulder in the attacking end. Fierce takeaway on the Utah side. See if it's a little 1-on-2 solo run. Shot blocked. Reyes here looking to press a little bit. Make the roadside think about it a little. Boulder wanting to go back for their keeper. You got a whistle. Is this a warning near the bench? Could be. You got a whole bunch of people clamoring, blue card, blue card. Are we going to see it? A referee now has finally produced it. And if we're seeing this correctly, that should be on Boulder's 9, Luis Reyes. After the restart, this is a man-up situation. Power play for Utah. Salt Lake City side at home here for the second time this season. Defeated Las Vegas at home. That was a 9-3 match. 3 crucial points. This is their 6th match overall this season, coming in with a 3-2 record to play today. Get a replay on that goal in a moment. But first, an all-important power play. This Utah side being pushed a little, trailing by 2. Snapped off a little bit wide of the keeper, Brando Bustos. Shot there by Yasso. Another big shot coming that might have gotten a piece of the Boulder defender. Likely 19 Jackson Vandervan. It's a tough little on-ball tackle Boulder unable to make anything of the possession. Utah coming back down, but feeling that time running a little bit shorter on the power play. Under 9.5 to play here for the second quarter. You'll see our scores down at the bottom of the screen from our other matches of the weekend. The defending champions of the Major League Indoor Soccer season last year, the Amarillo Bombers, put up a 20-2 win against Dallas CD La Cuadra. And Toronto remained undefeated in the Northern Conference against Lansing last evening, 11-8. The Toronto keeper, Philip Zendelik, now the league leader in wins with 5, plus scored a couple of goals himself. There's a whistle here. We're going to be discussing a restart. Did that get just high up enough on the wall? Looks like it did. Likely gives Boulder a really good shot at clearing out the rest of this power play, surviving that man-down situation. Brando Bustos, 251 career saves, overtook Efren Flores of the Omaha Kings, former MLIS members, with 251 saves. His very last save of their last match got him all the way there. Chris Reyes carries this up. Reyes off to his right. He'll get it right back. He's got some space. Don't be surprised if he launches this. Eventually closed down on, and Reyes had to get it away. Centered for Yasso, back for Reyes, right wing. A lost possession in the attacking end. 8 minutes, 15 seconds, second quarter. Boulder on the road, up 3-1 here in quarter number 2. We apologize for the late start of this one, and we thank you so much for your patience. Tanner White here with Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV. Get a great look here at Chris Reyes directly below the camera. Reyes wants to drive to his right. Good dump off. Shot scored. Up high. Let's take another look. You presume maybe Reyes is going to do the whole blow by himself, but has the great vision, maybe even a little look away pass. And then down low on that left block, let's see who we've got on the goal. We thought for a moment maybe Tevis Hector Mejia. That is who's credited with that goal. From Leo Sobrera. 1 goal game, 7:40 or so of the second quarter. Now turnovers in your own end, always dangerous. Salt Lake City a chance to get right back to even in roughly the blink of an eye on a couple of back-to-back possessions there. Haven't done it quite yet. We're under 8 minutes. That means at our next stoppage, we should have our media timeout coming. Let's see if we see the keeper, Mateus Lucas, venturing out a little further, maybe getting involved in the attack a little bit. It's been sort of a meta tactic. I've seen a couple of keepers throughout the league that consistently are involved in those, and maybe not coincidentally, those teams often score a good number of goals. Ricocheted off the wall. Collected by Utah on attack. Shot save. Bustos the first. The follow. Man, is that all waved off? Demonstratively. The referee down there in the corner threw both arms up and said, no, no, no. Eventful little sequence there, but Brando Bustos keeps it right where it is. Couple of good handles from Utah's 8, Caden Zamora. Now you got to whistle. If this is a stoppage, again, this should bring our media time out, as you do have a Utah player down. Trainer's going to head out there too. Never how you want to see the stoppage come. And it's real good sportsmanship as well. You see a couple of Boulder players heading out there, notably 20, Eli Ramos. And everybody checking on our down player. Clock shows 5 minutes, 34 seconds, second quarter. Let's take a look at this sequence here. Bustos slapped it away, maybe a couple of different shots within there, and then somehow that ball is all the way cleared off of the goal line. That is a heroic stand to keep this game where it sits at 3-2. And let's head to the break. We'll be back with you in a few.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
And hey, what a time to come back. The Utah side must have clearly taken that shot personally. I don't even know if the clock had hardly begun to run yet. In fact, even on the in-arena scoreboard, you see the time being adjusted there, as in the blink of an eye or so, this game's all even. Restart's going to come at 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Brand new game here, 3-3. That goal is who else but Major League Indoor Soccer's leading scorer, Leonardo Sobera, from Steve Yasso. So, nothing new there. Your leading scorer on the season and your leading assist man in Major League Indoor Soccer, both doing what they do best. That's been probably the best connection in the MLIS so far this season. A 3-3 match. Forget everything you think you knew about this one. Boulder inspired on the road. However, just gave up a couple of back-to-backs. A ton to play for in still the fairly early going of the Major League Indoor Soccer season. This is match week 8. Now, by some of the scheduling quirks, it just so happens that it's only match number 3 on the Boulder side, but this constitutes the halfway mark of Salt Lake City's season. 12-match regular season here in Major League Indoor Soccer. Everyone playing for the right to go to Las Vegas in that final weekend of March. That's where your league finals and semifinals will be held. Time winding toward about 3.5 minutes to play until halftime. Boulder United, FC Halo. Salt Lake City's Utah Uprising FC. Brando Bustos, the keeper, a little wide. Still could create a shot attempt. See if that shot does come. Lefty rejected by Lucas. you have a whistle, and that action appeared to be well away from the ball. Chris Reyes in a little bit of a hand fight there with the Boulder attackers. This ball is up the right wall. Watch out for the interception from Sobrera. That could be dangerous. Tried to chip that past Bustos. He flopped on it and survives once more. Brando Bustos, as it were, the consummate veteran. And as we mentioned, the all-time leader in saves in Major League Indoor Soccer. Back for the keeper, Bustos. Immediately up to his right. Down into the corner, it's just going to skip around harmlessly to the keeper, Mateus Lucas. There's a dangerous pickpocket. And the Boulder attacker there flops. 13 Axcare way. Now defensively, you see another Boulder player down right in front of that wall. The whistle and the foul were awarded. Restart coming from their defensive half. Boulder sending a lot of long balls right now. They're going to create some chances most likely. Should they continue to do that? Watch out for Utah counterattack here. Clock near 1 minute. And there's a chance to be had if they get a clean connection on that cross. Couldn't do it this time. Under 1 minute to play until the half. Salt Lake City and Boulder meeting here in Sport City, Utah. 3 apiece. Keepers beyond the half. Got to be careful of it. Got to be cognizant. He shoots and it's high. Mateus Lucas gave it a good look. Gave it a ride. Boulder tried to catch him out of position. He couldn't do it. Man, he nearly handled that ball outside the goal area. That would have created a blue card. And remember, with our rule change this year, keepers do serve their own blue cards. So you've got to make a keeper change while that happens. That's a little hook, a foul called. It looks like it beat the buzzer for the end of the half, but not by a whole lot. I don't think to the point that they're going to allow him to play on with it. That appears, well, let's find out here. Oh, man. Is it the buzzer-beating shootout? It is. What a time to have it. Look at Brando Bustos just playing the mind games as he's standing practically right in front. Ready with the PK attempt here. Utah appears to have 14. Struggling on the roster, Alec Marshall. Bustos saved! A huge stand once more. The veteran keeper keeps it all tied up with one more heroic effort. Final seconds of the half. The horn. And that stop from Brando Bustos as there's some pushing and shoving to be had. Uh-oh. A great time to break everybody up and let cooler heads prevail. The save there on the shootout from Brando Bustos will keep us all knotted up at 3. Folks, thanks so much for your patience here throughout that first half. You see where the scoreboard sits. It's 3-3. Your Salt Lake City scores: Tavius Mejia, Chris Reyes, Leonardo Sobrera, And on the Boulder side, Jackson Vanderven, Jorge Garcia Munoz, and Luis Reyes. Shots show 7-5 on the home side. And all of the 3 goals occurring in that first quarter. Folks, now we're going to step out for halftime and be back with you in a few here for half number 2. Salt Lake City's Utah Uprising FC and the visiting Boulder United FC Halo. Take a look at a couple of these replays before we head to the break. See our score and how we got here in this 3-3 contest. And we thank you once more for joining us. Tanner White here with Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV. That's one fantastic rebound coming out for Boulder's 24. That's Jorge Munoz, as we told you about. See a nice turn there as well. Utah started to crack into that lead as they were down 3-1, and they scored a couple of back-to-backs. This is the favorite one to me. Reyes, right foot cross. Mejia didn't miss. Up high right of Brando Bustos. And just about 15 minutes on the clock for halftime. Let's step out, and when we come back, we'll be ready with half number 2. Boulder United, FC Halo, and Salt Lake City's Utah Uprising FC, 3-all at the half.
To build full body strength, one must train from the ground up. EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Welcome to Sports City, Utah, Utah's premier indoor sports facility located on 114th South in Draper, Utah. Our 80,000 square foot facility has 2 full-size turf fields, 4 full-size basketball courts, and 6 full-size volleyball courts. Here at Sports City, we have something for all ages, from youth sports camps to competitive adult leagues and so much more. So come on down to Sports City, Utah, or visit us at www.sportscityutah.com.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Bomb's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Bomb's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Don't let anything get between you and your workout.
Hey, Will.
EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gainbridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, graded assists. Gainbridge, graded assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
To build full body strength, one must train from the ground up. EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Welcome to Sports City, Utah, Utah's premier indoor sports facility located on 114th South in Draper, Utah. Our 80,000 square foot facility has 2 full-size turf fields, 4 full-size basketball courts, and 6 full-size volleyball courts. Here at Sports City, we have something for all ages, from youth sports camps to competitive adult leagues and so much more.
So come on down to Sports City, Utah, or visit us at www.sportscityutah.com.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Balm's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Don't let anything get between you and your workout.
Hey, Will.
EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, graded assists. Gamebridge, graded assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Good afternoon, everybody, once again, and thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back inside Sports City, Utah, here in Draper, just south of Salt Lake City. Your home club is Salt Lake City's own Utah Uprising FC, year number 1 in Major League Indoor Soccer, and their first ever matchup with visiting Boulder United FC Halo out of the Boulder, Colorado area. The first all-time meeting between these two MLIS newcomers, and 3 crucial points in the standings in MLIS's South Conference go to the winner. We appreciate your patience throughout that first half and hope you pardon our interruptions, but when we resume play here for the second half, we've got a 3-3 game in front of us. Your goal scorers on the Salt Lake City side, Tavias Mejia, Chris Reyes, Leo Sobrera, the leading scorer in MLIS. Sobrera adds on 1. That makes 15 scores for him so far on the year. That one was from Steve Yasso. And on the Boulder side, you've got scores from Jackson Vanderven, your defender number 19, Jorge Garcia Munoz, number 24, and Luis Reyes from Orlin Castro to open up the scoring at the 12:10 mark of the first quarter. 7-6 are the shots on the home side, and not a whole lot else to be remarked about. We had one blue card assessed on the Boulder side. If our memories serve us right, as we flash back on that, we believe it was Boulder's 19 Vanderven, although we'll have to check that once all of our stats are finalized this afternoon. And we are nearly ready to kick it off. 15 more minutes on the clock here for quarter number 3, and 30 for the contest to decide this thing in a South Conference matchup. Both sides got to have them. Off and running here for quarter number 3. Utah will be wearing the white here. They're going to be attacking left to right for this quarter. That, of course, means the Boulder side is in that red. They've got the yellow of the high socks, and that's accents, that is, of red, black, and yellow on the uniform tops with the black shorts and the red stripe. Boulder just near the midfield. Told you throughout that first half that Brando Bustos is the all-time Major League Indoor Soccer leader in saves. Well, he might be called upon to make a whole lot more of them. This Utah side, known to put it up from just about anywhere. Keeper on the other side, Mateus Lucas. Lucas has been spelled at times by Burke Forbes this season. Forbes picked up 2 of the club's 3 wins on a road trip to Dallas. That was one of those Saturday and Sunday occasions. And Utah would sweep both of those with 16-5 and 12-6 scores, really helping to buoy their goal differential on the season. That goal differential now sits at plus 17 for an average margin of plus 3.4 goals a game. Keeper Mateus Lucas, good little challenge. He'll scoop this up right in the face of that Boulder attacker. It appeared to be 26, Christian Pelayo. Utah looking for clearance. They've got it. And now to get on attack and push that goal across to take the lead here in the third quarter. That is a great poke with the left foot. Might lead to a solo run. Now Boulder will have to slow it down a little bit. That steal there from Axkerway. Here is the keeper, Bustos himself, just beyond halfway. That's a measured risk, a calculated risk. But Bustos, the veteran, been here doing this so long, guy knows what's up. Utah side methodically going to work this up and eventually look to clear. But they have been in positively no hurry since this quarter began. 11 minutes, 45 seconds or so to play here in the third quarter. Still, ultimately, incredibly patient. And there's nobody there on that right wing to try and clean this up or put up a shot. Here's one a little bit wide. Wait and see if there's a rebound. Shot blocked. And now Boulder with clearage. They launched this thing way down there. Near the midfield, a little scrap. You had a 2-1. And it looks like Bunn, the defender, is going to be called for the foul there for Utah. 15, Jackson Bunn. At about 10:56 of that third quarter, hit with the foul. We await the restart. Boulder possession. There's that whistle, and here we are. And it's right out for the keeper, Bustos. Boulder will have to go pass right back to him. Haven't spent a whole lot of time attacking or even in possession of this one here throughout the third quarter. There's some airspace to be had. Shot scored. Turns out it was the worm burner. Take a look at this one again. Eduardo Reza. Reza saw that back left and did not miss. That's a go-ahead score at about 10 minutes, 40 seconds here in the third quarter. Boulder will not go quietly in any way into that good night. This is one of not so many contests where our teams are thankfully able to drive throughout that entire South Conference. You look at some of the other distances between different venues and you think, oh, not necessarily drivable, but these two are fortunate enough. Even so, still feels like a long way to drive back if you are not celebrating those 3 points and the win. Bustos, long ball, emphasis on the long. Makes it all the way down in the left-hand corner. Now that contact should be whistled, and once more a foul. This is going to be on Utah's Steve Yasso. Yasso has already added an assist today. His league-leading total becomes 11 assists so far in this match number 6 on the Utah side for the year. Yasso and Leo Sobrera among the best creators in MLIS so far. Solo run here is on. Lucas nearly got nutmegged. He stuffed it. That's fantastic. Plus he gets up, bowls it quick, might create a scoring opportunity. And Sobrera just couldn't split the two defenders. Under 10 seconds. Another great keeper sequence. Quality goalkeeping on both sides from the moment of kickoff. Mateus Lucas, Brando Bustos. Great names, great players. Now a more methodical possession for Boulder. Finally spending a little bit of time comfortably in possession. No flailing. And even the keeper Bustos in control a little bit, though he might have just given this up. This could be danger. Bustos save down to the right. He was stared down by Yasso. And Yasso missed it. Here is Chris Reyes with possession. Reyes out for Sobrera. Bustos, he got a piece that came off of him. And it's scored. All right, he got to take another look at this. Bustos must be thinking, well, what more can I do about that? Hot sauce put on that one. Goal scored at about 8:23 here of the third quarter. For all, that goal credited to Jordan Pena from Leo Sobrera. For Pena, that is his second score on the year, 3rd point overall. As it's 4-all, here come the men from Salt Lake City. Real quickly, they do not let up, and they smell that lead. Should have the media timeout at our next stoppage here for the third quarter. Under 8 minutes. Watch out for the keeper, Lucas. He has far too much room here, man. He gets in deep shot. Save, Bustos. That was telegraphed to a degree. And deep touch, a block maybe, then the second shot on the follow. Reyes is too high. Ooh, Utah is going to be ruining that possession. And probably thought they had two shots, should have been in the back of the net. Brando Bustos continues sort of playing with fire. That last goal, Pena from Sobrera. It'll add one more point to Sobrera's lead in all of Major League Indoor Soccer. He should have 22 points now on the year. A real tough double. And if this forces a takeaway, Lucas is in trouble. What a stuff. Oh, a fantastic block shot with the keeper down on the deck. He got screened off perfectly. And a great defensive recovery. Shot saved once more from Bustos. Plus, it looks like there's a foul behind the ball. Mejia was hit hard. And I thought we had a card offered there. Plus, the keeper, Bustos, is also out to talk to our referee. From the yellow line, here comes free kick. Laid off to the left. Shot saved once more from Bustos. Diego Silva. Take a look at that again. Snapped it off with the left and the two-hand save. Brando Bustos continues racking those up. Under 7 minutes here for the third quarter. Remains a 4-all contest. Here from Sports City, Utah in Draper, just south of Salt Lake City. Tanner White, and you're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV. The Boulder side looks for options. As they do this coordinated dance. Maybe some of this is just to take some heat off of the keeper, Bustos. He wanted to perhaps shoot once more there. Now he's got to really get on his horse, though he does get defensive help. That solid recovery from Boulder's Luis Reyes. 9 in the red. Bustos measuring this up. Another long ball coming. Down into that right corner. Bustos for Reyes. Plenty of airspace again. Lucas saved. Man, from the seat of his pants with one hand. Just added to the highlight reel. Couple of good defensive touches. Ball's not cleared out of there yet. Boulder still in the danger zone. That thing looks like it did hit the ceiling up there. So that's one of those superstructure violations. And we should be having our media timeout. Let's see, as the keeper Bustos going over there to talk to our official here. But as we're well under the 8-minute mark, and a yellow card comes out. Interesting. This eventful as this whole sequence is, well, it should have taken us to the break, although it doesn't appear down on the field that it will. Well, no matter. We'll stick right here with you through it. Chris Reyes is ready to start this thing. Utah in the attacking zone. Now Reyes gives this over for 27, Jordan Pena, last goal scorer. The spot of the restart is being taken back to the center. And off and running. Now another quick whistle. That yellow card was directed toward the bench area from what we saw. Remember, those yellow cards do not create power plays. Doesn't create a man advantage. Once more, we restart. No harm, no foul. Under 5 minutes for the quarter. Lots of room again. Yasso. Unable to get it off at first. The shot now plunked off the board. And rebound scored. That's a go-ahead goal in a great time to have it. Looks like he assisted himself there, did Reyes. Well, on the second try, you had a feeling he'd put it down. 4 minutes, 48 seconds, third quarter, and a go-ahead goal for the home side. Off of a restart, finally, the Salt Lake City side can play from the lead. Haven't gotten to do a whole lot of that. Clock shows 4 minutes and 15 seconds or so here for the third quarter. Then one final period will sort us out. Keeper Brando Bustos doing a lot of handling. You've seen him snap off a couple of shots and create a few other attacking opportunities too. Utah has seen the same, but they've also seen a couple of rather open nets in transition. Shot right at him. He saved once more, Bustos. If this is a clean takeaway, this could be a dangerous run for Boulder. That's exactly what it is. Poking, prodding for an equalizer. Where might it come from? Not here, not yet. Great recovery on the Utah side. Boulder does continue to possess here on attack. Clock shows under 3 minutes here for the third quarter. Boulder United FC Halo from the Boulder, Colorado area. Their first MLIS meeting against Salt Lake City. Here from Sports City, Utah in the Draper area. Whistle, that is a big hit put on, and that's going to be one of the easier foul calls that we've seen so far this afternoon. The fouled player for Boulder looked to be Jackson Vanderven. Nobody happy after that last foul. Under 2 minutes until we get to the final frame. A 5-4 contest. Tight the entire way. Nobody led by more than 2 goals in this one. Bustos gave it a look and put it on the woodwork. And then he had to drop back quickly, too, to make sure that no funky ricochets happened. Thankfully, he did have one running mate there in 13 Exker Way. This is a pass back for Mateus Lucas. The Utah side thinking, man, this is the least comfortable lead probably we've had this entire season. A single goal, and we feel we probably haven't played our best on attack. We are known to score more than this. We're not happy with where we're at. We've been scoring over 9 a game, and we've got to get some more up. to feel comfortable about this. 90 seconds to play until quarter number 4. Based on the in-arena scoreboard. Our apologies if those don't exactly line up with what we've got for you on your screen. Leo Sobrera, so dangerous. Watch when he collects this. Look at him, and maybe you think he's going to take a turn all the way from that distance. He did not, but can get you with both the right and the left foot, and that's how you become the league's leading scorer and stay there. Already added a goal and an assist today. Waning moments of the third quarter. Chris Reyes lost it, tried to handle maybe a little bit too fancy. With the Boulder possession. Just moments more to take us to the end of the quarter. See if they've got one more run in them. Lucas, once more, he stuffed it. Great challenge. Now running closer and closer to the end of the quarter. Does Utah have the time to beat that buzzer? And not quite. We are through 3 frames of play. Not a whole lot to speak about on the scoreboard in that whole third quarter. Just a goal on each side. And that Jordan Pena score looms large. And of course, who else would it be but Leo Sobrera from Steve Yasso to put that home side up 5-4. One more quarter will do us. It's a 5-4 contest. The home side, Salt Lake City leading, and the road side, Boulder with 4. Back in a moment here for quarter number 4 from Sports City, Utah.
Don't let anything get between you and your workout.
Hey, Will.
EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Welcome to Sports City, Utah, Utah's premier indoor sports facility located on 114th South in Draper, Utah. Our 80,000 square foot facility has 2 full-size turf fields,
4 full-size basketball courts, and 6 full-size volleyball courts.
Here at Sports City, we have something for all ages, from youth sports camps to competitive adult leagues and so much more.
So come on down to Sports City, Utah, or visit us at www.sportscityutah.com.
To build full body strength, one must train from the ground up. EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
And we are coming back for quarter number 4. Tanner White here with Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV. So happy to be with you on this Sunday afternoon. So happy that you've chosen this football and not the NFL. Still, perhaps you're double screening, as so many of us are probably guilty of doing on these wonderful Sundays, but we are so happy to have you with us here for Major League Indoor Soccer action in the South Conference. Take a look at what's been going on here throughout that third quarter. Brando Bustos put that one top shelf and nearly netted himself one to support his own cause in goal. Bustos, as well as Mateus Lucas, the home side keeper from Utah. Man, it has been a clinic put on by both, and yet only one, in the end, can emerge victorious. You have points to consider, so should we be able to get to extra time, there's discussions of points, and okay, you know that once you get to the extra time, everybody's going to get a point, and then with the overtime win, you would get an extra one. However, I don't think Utah is in any way interested in thinking about that. They say, yeah, let's hold on to this, figure out a way to tack on a couple more goals, and cruise. We start play here in the fourth quarter. They've got the 1-score lead. The keeper, Mateus Lucas, handles himself. Gonna wait for options. Lucas calling out all the signals, directing traffic. Lucas snaps it off over Bustos. And it looks like we've got a reset that was just too high. Above the level of those boards, and that's what you're going to see each time. A restart. Now the keeper, Brando Bustos, bowling it out. Once more, we'll tell you, because it is just on display today, the veteran nature of the man in goal there for Boulder. The all-time MLIS leader in saves. 251 of them, topping Efren Flores of former MLIS member, the Omaha Kings. Boulder on attack, might have airspace. Man, a good drive, but broken up. And then rolled harmlessly into the keeper. He collects it, no damage done. Under 15 minutes to sort this thing out. 3 South Conference points on the line. A winless squad so far through their first 2 matches is Boulder, and yet they've stepped to one of the better teams in the South Conference, and throughout this entirety of the match have been within 2 scores. Whistle, nobody's going to be happy with the little pushes and the shoves. It will be a Boulder foul. The fouled Utah player was 33, Ben Ortiz. Set piece coming here. Jackson Bunn took that free kick. Now there's a scrap, a little bit more hand fighting. And in the attacking end, Utah this time called for the foul. The keeper, Bustos, will be the one to clear it. (19) Vanderven handles. Little back heel for the keeper. Vanderven now gets it back. Vanderven's already scored one here. Lobs one in, headed away. Plus a little bit of press now being put on. Haven't seen really either keeper been made to defend that press too much. Wall ball. Ooh, you can see what's looking to be set up there. Ball was trying to get into Christian Pelayo. 26 for Boulder, but couldn't get all the way there. Under 12.5 for Boulder. They trail, yes, by just that slimmest of margins, though, and so there becomes no urgency until really shortly in this one. Our shots show 12-10. Salt Lake City with the shot advantage right now, but again, a very slight one. That probably speaks to just how tight everything's been throughout this contest. Watch out, Yasso, dump shot wide. Ortiz. Utah side gonna need more of those. Wall ball here, can this be cleaned up? That is wide once more. That time it's Sobrera. They still possess it. Back for Sobrera, lefty, blocked. Bustos down to one leg again. Chipped over to the left. There's nobody there on the Utah side. Be able to take that ball. A little bit of contact. We'll play right on through it. No whistle. Yasso. Ooh, tackled hard. Now does a card come out here, you wonder? Eduardo Reza. And we're going to need an injury stoppage at minimum. We know that much. Oh boy, you hate to see it from Reza on his back and clearly struggling here. Ben Ortiz is ready to help him up, although you wonder, do you want to encourage him to get up overly quick? Let's take a look at the hit on him once more. Yeah, so he is struggling and in some pain. Thanks once again to our camera crew and to our friends here at the National Soccer Network. Take a look at a couple more replays coming. Ortiz here was the first one involved in that little shoving match. And you thought, okay, sure, we're willing to call that a foul. What else has gone on in the events of this quarter so far? Well, a couple of fantastic stuffs from keepers on both sides. Mateus Lucas there smacked that one off the goal line. That time shot just wide from Ben Ortiz, and he's still probably seeing that one in the back of his head. And once more, the hit on Steve Yasso that forced the injury stoppage here. Now you get sort of the free timeout that comes with that. You say free, but then if it costs you Steve Yasso, it doesn't feel particularly free, does it? In fact, you sort of paid a grave price. Our clock shows 11 minutes and 7 seconds to play. Boulder's going to set this wall. The keeper, Bustos, once more is out to talk to our referees. You wonder what exactly about, but he is going to be called on in a crucial spot. Boulder trailing by just one here. Leo Sobrera, the MLIS's leading scorer at that yellow line. Ooh, little wide. That would have made a fairly easy connection, and if you get a turn down on that right block, you could be talking about a 2-goal lead. 2 goals in a contest this tight feels like 10. Bustos venturing out just a tad. Sobrera collects it. Oh, so dangerous. Sobrera off for Yasso. Shot blocked. And we don't think that we saw the penalty. At least that there was no blue card thrown out on that hit against Yasso. Clock winding toward 10 minutes to play in this one. Still a 1-goal contest. Watch out, there's plenty of room to be had. Oh, and a rebound too high over Bustos. There are some critical goals being left out there right now. The Utah side probably thinking, man, we could be doubling up this Boulder team, or maybe more, had we connected on just a few more of our best looks. Yasso remains out there. He's going to get this ball back, even as 17, Guy Lamy, was tossed to the deck. That was also played on through with no whistle from our referees. Here comes Boulder back down. They have spent far too much time on their heels. As they trail by 1, time to flip that around should they want to take this one on the road. It would also be their first win in Major League Indoor Soccer. Bustos, long ball. No Boulder shot attempt up. Here they want to back down Lucas. The attacker there for Boulder, tossed. That was 7, Andre Arendt. Guy Lamy, other way, too high. Might have gotten the woodwork, or just missed. Bustos off a wall. Now that's a slick little move A fun way to try and start a clear attempt. Crucial clearance for Boulder. Now they'll get a look and score! Andre Arendt in a huge spot. And we're back to even once more. Take another look. That's Arendt from Luis Reyes. And one more equalizer. 5-all. Don't look now. Fourth quarter should be good. In for a fun finish here from Sports City, Utah. Folks, we applaud your patience. If you've been with us throughout the afternoon as we try to sort out our technical difficulties, well then you have now been treated. And you will continue to be treated until the final whistle of this one. However, it should wrap up. A rapid counterattack might be coming on the Salt Lake City side. No luck for them. They do give it up now in the attacking end. A whistle here, another player down. See if we can determine who that is on the Boulder side in a moment, as he will slowly pop up. Looks like he's going to head off. Uncertain, may have been 13X their way. Restart going to come. Our clock shows under 8 minutes to play. We should say at this point, 8 minutes in regulation. If we were to have some extra time on this Sunday, yours truly not going to complain. What else would you rather be doing, some could say. Now, did this whistle signify the three-line pass? We speculate that it did. That's one of those rules that rears its ugly head just but once or twice a game here in Major League Indoor Soccer. But yes, a non-goalkeeper pass traveling across three of the lines. All the way down past that yellow line that you see as Bustos stuffs one more. That does result in the attacking team, or the opposing team rather, getting a free kick from an advantageous spot there. It's got to go across that yellow line, then the half, and then the yellow line on the other side down into the attacking zone. Great performances from both Brando Bustos and Mateus Lucas, our keepers, putting on clinics. But yet, who has got that game-winning goal on their foot? Will it be the next one, too? Is anybody really able to break through and get some sort of scoring spurt? 2 goals within the quarter would feel like one. That's how tight this contest is played. Boulder searches for a clear. There's a little push. It wasn't much, man. Maybe Van der Ven sold that. However, a foul is assessed. And now that whistle will signify our media timeout. Folks, that's the final one. We're here in the fourth quarter, and we are all knotted at 5. Salt Lake City and Boulder will be back in a few to finish this thing out for regulation.
Don't let anything get between you and your workout.
Hey, Will.
EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Welcome to Sports City, Utah, Utah's premier indoor sports facility located on 114th South in Draper, Utah.
Our 80,000 square foot facility has 2 full-size turf fields,
4 full-size basketball courts, and 6 full-size volleyball courts.
Here at Sport City, we have something for all ages, from youth sports camps to competitive adult leagues and so much more.
So come on down to Sport City, Utah, or visit us at www.sportcityutah.com.
To build full body strength, one must train from the ground up. EOS Fitness, where there's a will.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. After our media timeout here in the fourth quarter, our clock shows 6 minutes, 26 seconds to play. That's all that perhaps stands between one of these clubs and a first win in their all-time first matchup here with Major League Indoor Soccer. Take a look at the replays and see some of these fantastical strikes. This one was a Boulder score there to make it 2-2 at the time. That from 24, Jorge Munoz. This one up top, Cheddar. Looks like you got Guy Lemay there. Brando Bustos getting involved in the attack a little bit, helped to create some attacking chances throughout that quarter. We are under 6 minutes to play here. Boulder possesses. Bustos lobbing another long ball right down into the corner, using walls effectively, but you haven't seen tons of other Boulder attackers with that same idea. It's been largely the keeper Bustos himself to create using those. Clock winding toward 5 minutes. Gonna be tight all the rest of the way in this one. A look down at everybody locked in along that Salt Lake City bench. They know what this game means. They know that those 3 points could start to, kind of factor into sending them to Vegas already. Halfway through their season. Shot scored! What a beautiful connection. Sobrera assists one more time. Let's see, do we have Mejia? Take one more look at this. Build up from right at the midway point. Sobrera dump off and an easy bucket right there. Back left is a number of times where Bustos has been beaten so far. And another go-ahead goal for Salt Lake City. We're under 5 minutes, and it's getting good as if it weren't already. We're told that goal is Guy Lemay from Sobrera. Under 5 minutes to play. Shot wide of the goal mouth here. Nobody's going to be satisfied for even a second with a 1-goal lead here, knowing how this match has gone so far and that nobody's been able to separate. I think that's exactly the situation that Salt Lake City finds themselves in right now. The ball was blasted by the keeper, Lucas. I think everybody's going to be discussing here where this ball should head to for our restart. Thought it was clearly going to head to the dot there. And that is now what we get. Salt Lake City looking to add to that lead by any means necessary, and maybe 2 might be enough to do it. That is a 2-goal lead if they can get there. Ooh, and staring down the keeper, Lucas. I wonder if that whistle came out first, however. It was a save if that shot came out on time to beat it. A slow travel down to the opposite end. Diviaso will have the ball on the dot. Yasso to Sobrera. Sobrera, shot wide. And a header in the right direction. Now that could have created another scoring chance and maybe a chain of headers perhaps on the attacking ends. Could have been fun. Boulder needing that quick counter. They might get it. Knocked away, Lucas with the left leg. Is that a restart? It's real close to the top of the wall, but that referee waves it off. Plunked, worked all the way around the board. Salt Lake City side needs a crucial clear here. They'll get it. Sobrera across to his right. The air being taken out of this ball as we wind down to just 3 minutes to play. That slimmest of margins, the 1-goal lead, has to be one of, again, the least comfortable leads that any team will have here this season in the MLIS. Whistle, foul. With under 3 minutes. Foul's probably not so much a concern. The only thing to think about in the back of your minds is, hey, you've got to ask the referees sometimes when you're down on the bench, how many team fouls do we have? Remember, your 6th team foul within a half creates a shootout to the other side. You already saw Brando Bustos save one shootout in a heroic effort towards the end of the second quarter. At the time, that kept it at 3-3. For these two sides, they are led by Garrett Losi on the Utah side. The head man is Raimundo Reza on the Boulder side. Now you do still have a player down. And the injury timeout comes as they take the timeout on the field. We will stick right here with you and discuss the final moments of this game and how this could wrap up. Well, it becomes speculation, because if you thought you knew exactly how this one was going to wrap up, yeah, we say unlikely. It is as tight as can be, and the 1-goal lead could evaporate in a single touch. That's how it's felt. That's how it's played out all throughout this one. Everybody's hands in the middle in that huddle. The home side breaking that huddle first. Boulder knowing they've got to get one across to extend this. And then you start talking about, well, at least we pick up a point here. And it would become even our first point in MLIS. Winless so far in 2 tries on the Boulder side. Scoring just 7 goals through those first 2 games. 7 different goal scorers for them, for what it's worth. The keeper, Mateus Lucas, puts it into play. And with 2 minutes and 50 seconds or so, let's sort this thing out. Boulder on the chase. Salt Lake City really not in a tremendous hurry to clear it, but you've got to have a plan on each and every clear of what you're going to do. A good header into the attacking end. Watch Lamy. Thought he might want to put that up with the right. and put a punctuation mark on this game. Not yet. Another goal with time this short, and Salt Lake City could relax for a few moments. But to do so yet with the 1-goal lead, not the correct use of efforts. And now you finally see the 6th attacker. Goalkeeper is pulled. Boulder knows they need it, and they need it now. Brando Bustos has done oh so much, has been heroic in trying to keep his team in it. And now it all comes down to 1 goal to extend it, or can the home side hold up and keep it clean in this 4th quarter? Watch that defensive header. That was dangerous. That nearly could have been an own goal. That 6th attacker identified by the orange penny he dons. Tick, tick, tick. Are you hearing that? And a shot was put on target, I think. Now, Lucas, the keeper, stumbled as he wanted to get that away. Boulder still searching for win number 1 and for point number 1 in this, their 3rd match in Major League Indoor Soccer. Under 40 seconds. Shots have been difficult to come by here for the period. This is a gotta have it moment. The extra attacker takes the shot. That's blocked. Make it under 20. Another shot, save, Lucas, for the game. Defensive clearance goes way, way over that wall. And it's funny, as that ball squirted back onto the field, then Chris Reyes came and knocked it away again. You didn't have a delay signaled, but that's probably not a risk one wants to run. Oh, and now the ball squirts away from our officials once more. This is somewhat of an unnecessary delay. You don't like to see it. And now Utah is going to get some talkings to from officials. So how many more shots can you put up within this 11 seconds or so? Now we can truly say it all comes down to this. I think the clock may have inadvertently started and ran out. Unless you're talking, did you have a timeout called? Were they still in possession of one? That must be what we're saying, because Boulder was in possession, ready for the free kick, that they get this timeout awarded. With just 11 seconds, got to draw something up, got to have some magical set piece that you've been holding on to all season, and you got to have it right now. Our clock shows 11 seconds to play. We'll stick right here with you through the timeout. Boulder United, FC Halo, and Salt Lake City's Utah Uprising FC. Folks, thanks so much for your patience once again for joining us this afternoon. Tanner White with Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV. Thanks so much to our friends at the National Soccer Network and to all of you, the audience. An entertaining one start to finish, even as we've had some of the technical difficulties. If you've stuck around, you're the real MVPs. When Boulder breaks this huddle, they've got 11 seconds. You score, or you are taking a home trip, rather a road trip returning home, and it is going to feel a little bit longer with the sting of a loss here in a match that they had a couple of leads in. Finally, they're ready to break the huddle. There was a fantastic set piece put in by Toronto in the Lansing match last evening, with a little ring around the rosy deal, looking kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs in the pregame huddle. See what magical tricks Boulder might have in the bag. Or can the home side shut this down and say good night? Here it comes. First shot, blocked. And if there's no more to be had, if this is one long clearance, that should do it. And it's an empty net score for the backbreaker. Good night, Utah. (7-5), 2 seconds, 2-goal lead. The most influential goal of the season here in Major League Indoor Soccer. A left-footed bender, and it's nearly the entire length of the pitch. That is your exclamation mark. Don't end it on a question, end it on a statement. Jordan Pena, empty netter, with just under 3 seconds. Pena's second of the day. So you do get the start, and then this is just blasted all up into the ceiling. That is all for naught. And Salt Lake City, 3 crucial points secured with the buzzer beater empty net score in a 7-5 win at home. Boulder United FC Halo still searches for that first win here in Major League Indoor Soccer. Take a look at a few more of the replays and see how we got here throughout the afternoon. This one from Boulder's Munoz, down low collecting a rebound, putting this thing in. And enjoy some of our other goals throughout the day. This is Chris Reyes over for Tavius Mejia. Enjoy the montage there as we give you our final scoring rundown. The shots read like this, 16-13, really tight. The matchup between these two keepers, Brando Bustos and Mateus Lucas, did not in any way disappoint. Bustos saves 9 out of 16 shots on goal against, also stuffed a crucial PK, and Mateus Lucas 8 saves on 13 shots against for himself. The Boulder side inches on multiple occasions from putting in some rebounds that could have brought this thing even or even put them on top. And in the end, that backbreaker with just under 3 seconds left decided it. Boulder gets a goal and 3 assists from Luis Reyes, Orlin Castro, Eduardo Reza, Jackson Vanderven, Jorge Garcia Munoz round out your scorers. On the Salt Lake side, Leo Sobrera continues to just do what that guy does, gets 4 more points today. A goal plus 3 assists, adds 4 to his leading point total, make it 24 points on the season. Chris Reyes, Jordan Pena, 2 goals apiece. Guilherme, a goal and an assist. And Tavius Hector Mejia, 1 more. That rounds it all out, and your final score, 7-5. Salt Lake City over Boulder. Once more, thanks so much for your patience throughout all of our technical difficulties on the day. The Boulder men are going to have a short turnaround before they play at home. That's next Saturday, January 10th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. On Salt Lake City's side, they'll have nearly 2 weeks to rest before making one of at least 2 trips for the season to Las Vegas. That game is Saturday, January 17th at 6 p.m. Pacific or 7 p.m. Mountain. For all of our marvelous crew, our friends at National Soccer Network, I'm Tanner White, and you've been watching Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV and the National Soccer Network. We hope you'll join us again real soon.
Thank you.